Shazammer days. Beep. I can't do Shazam again because I did that for every other video this week.
Shit Zam.
Just shit Zam my pants. We can't curse in the first minute if we want money.
They changed that. Didn't they change that? Welcome back to Coming This Summer. It's movie review time.
Yeah, we're here. I went to go see
Sometimes
Shazam.
we don't get a chance to go both see the movie, so
Yeah.
I let him take this Shazam
Guys,
bullet.
I rented out a private theater for the price of
that's right.
$7. Yeah. And I invited some dude.
It wasn't because no tickets were sold.
Some dude was walking out the bathroom. I said, yo, I got a free theater. You want to go see Shazam?
You did kind of rent one by accident.
There was one other person in the movie theater. There's like fucking 100 seats in there, and I'm like, man, I could have gone
on a roller coaster.
I could have gone to Cinebistro,
He
and I would have had like recliner, like
true.
my feet up and shit.
Well, you texted me like,
but
there's a line.
there was a line.
So he's all
okay?
freaked out. Text, but there's gonna be 1 million people in this theater. And then he
Yeah, okay, hold on. Well, I'll talk about that. Shazam review. 6 out of 10. It was good. It's mediocre because it doesn't lead anywhere. But if you like the first one, go see it. Anyway. I walk up to the theater line. He has a sandwich story that we're going to do on a different show, but I walked up, and I didn't expect there's never a line, no matter what. Every time you go at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday or whatever the F I saw it
whatever
on.
day it was.
Yeah. They weren't going to see Shazam, first of all, and I'm pretty sure they baited me because when you go to select a seat, there were multiple seats picked. Like, yeah, people are in the theater.
Well, what you don't know is
people bought
Zachary
seats.
Levi was going around buying tickets up.
Yeah.
10 tickets a show.
All the Shazams are so fast they can be in all the theaters at the same time to boost their box office. Still 30 million.
So did that make them? Did that make the movie better? Having your own custom luxury theater?
No, because I was really curious to see what that old fucking kind of 60-year-old man was doing watching Shazam on a Tuesday afternoon in a theater.
Maybe he also has. Maybe that's future you.
No.
And he like has a time machine and he's trying to figure out what movie did it all go wrong in his life.
Shazam. It was Shazam too. All right, can we talk about the movie now?
I was waiting.
Let's talk about the movie. So, in the first one, he's not Shazam for a good portion of the movie.
Okay.
Like 25% he's not Shazam. And the first movie is, hey, I need to learn my powers. What are my powers? And he's got a lightning bolt on his chest, and the first movie is like, I don't know what my powers are. And it's like, well, probably lightning-based. And they're like, can you turn invisible? No,
I like
not.
How you would never work in a comic book movie.
Yeah, like, well I like
do some deductive reasoning.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe the lightning bolt. Yeah, and the first movie, the lightning bolt looked dope on his chest. And this one, it just looks like a rubber suit until they're not rubber suits, and then they're like CGI people.
How is the CGI?
Glowing. It's good. The special effects, like when they're like shooting lightning, like me or you could do it. It looks like, but like
nothing.
There's one character who's starts out as a high school love interest for the friend of Shazam, right? Freddy, right? And this
Freddy
love
Shazam,
interest,
right.
like, is trying to get to Freddy because she needs to get to people who know superheroes, quote unquote, because she's a goddess. Because there's 3 goddesses in the movie. They're the daughters of Atlas. They're not from any comic book. And it shows they're original villains. They're original villains. And the scene starts with them like entering, and it shows like their world or whatever, and their entrance, and you're like, those are original villains. Those are original villains. Like, they have original villain energy, and it's Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren. And it's like, excuse me?
OVE.
Yeah, original villain energy. They do, honestly, and people will probably attest to that. But they're great in the movie because they like give it their all for some reason. I don't know.
For some reason.
I don't know what blackmail the producers of this movie had over Lucy Liu and fucking Helen Mirren, but
Helen
Mirren's the weird one. Lucy Liu is
I just can't believe who they got to be the bad guy.
She's like the main bad guy.
Right.
Like all the way at the end, she's like the one who's still the bad guy because like Helen Mirren turns and like the high school chick, getting back to that, can do like these power things where she can like, she has the power of Axis. So she can like move. She can like mirror dimensions.
She can move.
This is what she does the whole movie. She goes, and then literally, we could. I'm not shitting you. We could do it right here. I could do it if I had the. I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
Me or you could just.
The conviction in your voice is selling it. I believe you. You're just...
It's that the whole time, and then she loses her powers, and then she goes to do.
And nothing.
It's, like
it's even less.
It's like if I did it just then.
Like what you've been doing.
Like what I've been doing. Yeah. It's like if I'm a goddess who lost her powers. By the way,
So
she
you.
gets them back at the end, so it doesn't matter. Anyway. So
not you.
So she's trying to get to Shazam's friend so she can get superheroes because they want the powers of Shazam so they can like restore their world. Okay. If you have the powers of Shazam, you get to the Rock of Eternity, and the Rock of Eternity has all the MacGuffins. It's like the Sanctum. It's like the Sanctum Sanctorum, right?
All the
MacGuffins you need. It has like the Apple of Eden, basically, and they're like, we need the apple to like rebirth our world.
They're not going to do like an Assassin's Creed crossover.
No, but that's basically what it is.
No, I know, but do they own that property, Warner Brothers? Because
that's like a mythology thing.
True.
So it's like,
but I could see them destroying that one too. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give it to them. That's like a Greek mythology thing, right? Yeah. So where was I? They're like trying to get the apple to like rebirth their world, and then like by the end they like get the apple, and Lucy Liu's like, let's use it to destroy the human world. So they put a big dome over Pennsylvania. Because
did someone tell me that's not the whole human world.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
That's because the Shazams live there. Right. But they also explain like nothing. No. Hold on. They also explain that nothing gets ruined outside of the dome. Like otherwise they'd like they plant the apple and a big tree shoots up in the Philly state of this. I'm so
Ant-Man sucked? Sorry, go on.
I'm so sorry. It's a fun movie otherwise, but I'm giving you the whole thing right now. So a giant tree sprouts up because they plant the apple in the human world because it's going to destroy the human world. But then later in the movie, they also establish that nothing gets destroyed outside the dome. So it's like in order to destroy the human world, they would have to take the dome down and like that would let the Shazams out so they could go and stop them. But they really they were just like trying to destroy Pennsylvania.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like someone didn't.
Actually, it's not Pennsylvania. It's Philadelphia.
It's not even the whole state. Just a city. They're gonna take over the city. Some stakes there.
Shoot for like New York or like Los Angeles.
Related to Doofenshmirtz? What is? Wow.
I'm the god of innators.
I am the god of innators.
They do a bit where there's the wizard who like is the guy in Guardians who when Chris Pratt's like legendary outlaw.
Who?
Yeah. He's the wizard. I can't think of his name. He just bitched about like
no one knows who he is.
Well, but he's a really good actor.
He is. He's in Constantine.
He's in The Kingsman, like the prequel movie or whatever.
He's in Constantine.
He's in Constantine. He's in Captain Marvel. He comes back in. Yeah, he's in Guardians.
Jesus.
Come on, guys. Yeah, give him some recognition. He's the wizard who like gives Shazam his powers. He like was Shazam, right? Like back in the
but nobody
Dark
paid
Ages
attention to him
when he didn't get recognition. But him and the kid who plays Freddy, he's in Luca. He plays Luca, the friend.
The douchebag got you. Yes,
the fuckboy.
Yeah, the douchebag friend that like gets him into trouble immediately.
Yeah,
this is how you say hi to people.
I can't think.
Bozo
I can't think of his name. It's like Jack Dylan Fraser or something.
Let's just call him Fred. Is his name?
Yeah, Alfredo. No, Alberto. Right? No. Freddy, it's Freddy in this one. They do a great bit where they like team up the wizard and because they like kidnap Freddy to be
like the guy in the chair,
the MacGuffin. Well, he's like not. He's
kind of the guy in the chair.
He gets like thrown in like God prison, and then he like teams up with the wizard to like be on the inside and like sneak around and get like.
That's the B plot, isn't it?
That's the B plot. It's pretty funny because they play it for laughs.
Right. I can already hear the way you're.
And they're like taking him away, and Shazam's like, Freddy! And I'm like, B plot. And like the chick who's like set up for like the high school like love interest for like Freddy, I'm like, she's bad. She's like dressed in purple, like
Slow-mo camera
She's
pans.
got like her own color scheme. Anybody who's got a color scheme is either a hero or a bad guy. If they're not pre-established to be so, they are
also,
a bad
I don't know how
guy.
many people know. I mean, I think it's pretty common. If a character uses an iPhone, they cannot be bad. That is a contractual Apple thing. They will not let bad guys use their phone.
Shazam pulls out his phone a lot.
Is it an
He goes
iPhone?
like, I'm gonna look up synonyms for Justice League so I can make a fucking Avengers joke at the end of my movie.
So let's fast forward.
I'm gonna recap you just to start. So it starts. They're Shazam heroes in Philadelphia.
I got all that.
Come because their world was prison. They need Shazam powers. They take Freddy because
plot.
they can also take their powers away. So we can only get down to Shazam being the only Shazam.
Obviously.
Obviously. So all of them lose their powers by
C-plot,
the end.
got you.
Yeah, and then the parents find out. Fucking. By the way, pretty much everybody else but Shazam is like on point with their characters. Like the rest of the Shazams. You know what I mean? Like the ones who are like the kids and like then the adults. It's like the kid who plays Billy Batson doesn't work with like Zachary Levi's
Isn't he older
Shazam.
now too?
He's a
Isn't
little older, and that's why he's more mature as the kid than he is as Shazam. Right. So it's like you guys needed to go like hang out and like go to a coffee shop or like an amusement park,
Okay,
so you
let me
can like
ask.
synergize your characters. You know what I mean?
Did they
Like,
all give up their powers?
They all no, they all get their powers back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
And they have the whole Shazamily.
Yeah, they have the whole Shazamily by the end. Yeah, so to recap, God's one thing to destroy
MacGuffin.
human world. Yeah, but originally to rebirth their world.
But then they just changed their mind.
But then Lucy Liu brings out a dragon.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because they have a it's made of wood.
Dragons are hot right now.
It's made of wood.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, actually, and Zachary Levi calls her Khaleesi when she's on the dragon. So we got the Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, everybody.
I'm out.
Yeah, let's make Batman. Oh, because it's DC, they can finally make Batman references because they're in their own fucking universe.
Kind of.
Not. Yeah, he goes at the start. He's like Shazam, fart, and Aquaman, fart, and Flash, fart, and Batman, fart, and like all these people. Yeah. So yeah, he sacrifices himself at the end.
Of course.
By flying into a dragon blast with the staff of eternity, with the rock of eternity on it, and he just basically impales this dragon. After he tells Helen Mirren to shrink the dome to just Philly Stadium, so he can just like sacrifice himself and like blow up the whole fucking thing. Yeah,
They blew up Philly Stadium?
they blow up Philly Stadium. Actually, they really don't, because everything just like
survives.
kind of turns to leaves at the end.
Oh.
So I don't know how he dies.
He turns into leaves.
I think it's just because he's like flying into dragon fire, and
So
it's
they-
like magic fire, so it can hurt him.
So they actually gave you like some stakes, and then they kill the main character,
Which is like kind of cool because
which is
he's
what they
like-
should do.
They're doing like there's like a magic dome, by the way.
And the girl's going.
Yeah, she can't. She lost her powers.
she's still
remember?
gone.
Yeah,
Gotcha, my
she
bad.
lost her powers, but she's still in the god uniform. It doesn't make any sense anyway. But they do like a hand on the dome, and the other guy's got the hand on the dome, and like don't sacrifice. And then all I'm thinking is like, how are there fingerprints on that magic dome? Because you can see on the light, there's like fucking people's handprints.
70 takes.
Yeah, I'm like, wipe the fucking glass.
Well, didn't domes go out like in 2007? They had the dome show.
No,
they had the Simpsons
it's a
movie.
magic dome.
But it's the same thing.
Magic dome.
Did Homer ride by with Spider Pig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see them do it's actually Springfield. Yeah, is where they're supposed to be.
Just be for
but it's
real.
Philadelphia.
This all was
Yeah.
taking place during the Simpsons
Yeah, Bart,
movie.
Bart
And now
Shazam,
I'm back on board.
Bart Shazam. So anyway, yeah, to let's talk about the end credit scenes because we both
So he
know
died.
about
But hold on. So he
those.
dies.
So he
We're
dies.
spoiler it out
so
here.
he dies at the end.
Except
Actually, yeah,
he
not the
doesn't.
end credit scene. It's the end of the movie. So they don't give you any beat. They literally just pull out, and they're like in the God realm, and he's in a hole. They just like they've buried him.
He's just dead.
He's buried. They're doing like, what? He was truly the god of gods, and there are no other gods, and the staff is broken because he fucking
Dragon.
shoved it in a dragon's butt.
Right.
Yeah, so
That's it. The end. Great
The
movie.
end.
At least the main character
I was
died.
like,
and
I
there
was literally because you
stakes.
told me it was an end credit scene. I go, if the fucking movie ends and Shazam is dead, I'm running out of the theater because
'Cause that
that's
would
in
be a
my
good
head canon.
ending.
I want him to be
It would be
just dead.
Since they're killing the universe
Because
anyway.
what I was saying in a previous episode, if Shazam dies and Black Adam is a major player now in Kahndaq, which they established in his movie. Then and Shazam is dead. Who's gonna fight Black Adam?
Superman?
Other than Superman, which they fucking established.
I have a couple questions.
In Black Adam.
Once you get done with this, I have a couple questions.
Who kneecapped what?
No, well, yes and no, but that's not all. But
give me some, fire away. So I just gave you the plot, basically.
Well, you were gonna do the end credit scene, right?
And the end credit scenes are, they show Dr. Savannah, Mark Strong, or whatever the fuck, the villain from the first one, and Mr. Mind, who's a caterpillar.
Well, he comes back also. He doesn't die. Wonder Woman saves him.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Wonder Woman comes back. But that's not an end credit scene, though.
No, but I was...
Yeah.
Okay,
you keep saying end credit scene.
Well, because you started to tell me to ask you the questions, and I wanted you to finish the recap. So.
Okay, so they go, no God, staff is broken, and then you hear, but there's one God, and then they play the sweetest... That's literally like the fucking. That's like that's the song. It's like fucking Metal and E Tonight. It's what it is. That's what it is. It's hairband E Tonight. Yeah. And then Wonder Woman shows up, and she goes, take the staff and shoves it in the ground, and lightning strikes it. You know, I thought
it's fine.
Wonder Woman was gonna say Shazam, which would have been kind of cool, but she doesn't.
No.
She goes blam, and then he sticks his hand up from the ground. He's like, it was like 2 minutes, and you buried me, fart. Wonder Woman, I want to bang you. Yeah, I'm 18 in 2 months. Let's do this thing. Yeah, that's the line. I'm not kidding. That's not the bang you thing.
I was like,
I'm 18
what?
in like fucking 2 months.
Nobody says
so,
that?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. She's like, I'm like 6,000, so why don't you fucking keep it in your pants, kid? Yeah.
See what I did last time? I like made them murder someone's brain and dropped the person I like's mind in that. It's the whole thing. Never mind.
No, the guy comes back at the end of Wonder Woman.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I didn't tell you about this. After Chris Pine basically takes over this dude's body, at the end when he's not in the body, she runs into him and is like, hey, like the guy whose body he was in. Like, it's like, like, no.
What is wrong with the DC?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's okay. But you don't want to fuck the 18-year-old. Like, come on. Who's in a 34-year-old's body? Yeah. We got a lot to unpack here. So then there's also James Gunn came in and made an end credit scene where he puts in John Economos, who's Suicide Squad scientist. That's the guy's name. His name's Economos. Yeah. And Harcourt, and who's his wife, James Gunn. So they come in and they go, what's the guy's name? I don't know. We'll find him. And they're like, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, running through like a forest. And they hear like,
trip on Shazam.
Zap, wow, wapam. And it's Shazam just like in the forest at like a fucking gas station, like a rundown gas station or some shit.
We need you. While you're training Captain America punching the bag in the gym, and I'm Nick Fury.
Yeah, they go, we need you to blah, 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 join the JSA, which is the team that blah, blah, blah fights Black Adam in his movie. And Shazam goes, is that the one with Wonder Woman on it? Because I want to be on that one. And they go, no, that's the Justice League.
Yeah,
and he's
that's the
Justice League. And he goes, those aren't the same thing then? And they go, no, because that's not how words work. Fart.
And
I don't know. There's other parts to the scene, but
not really.
No.
Okay, 2 questions.
Give it to me.
Was it better than Black Adam or worse than Black Adam?
Worse than Black Adam. Okay. Pierce Brosnan was Dr. Fate in Black Adam, and no one can tell me different that it wasn't. Yeah.
Question number 2. Had The Rock showed up at the end of the movie, would it have made much of a difference?
Well, not whether or not I would have gone to see it or not, but yeah.
You think it would have made the movie better?
Yeah, probably. Well, no, not as just like an end credit scene.
Because that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, no,
credit
I don't think so. Because the Superman thing didn't make Black Adam better.
So that's what I was wondering.
Right.
Like, was the movie salvageable if he just happened to show up for a minute and a half at the end?
No, because he doesn't need to yet.
Because why?
Because Shazam doesn't even know who he is.
So you're telling me he didn't kneecap the movie?
Shazam,
or
I don't
the
even think the
universe?
wizard, like the ancient wizard does. Because, like, okay, Black Adam, like, came in and killed them all. Basically, all the wizards, all of the wizard establishes in the first Shazam movie that all his brothers died, and it's like Black Adam's the one who came in and basically murders all of them, right? But in Black Adam's movie, they established that like his kid, was Black Adam, and like he had to give like his dad, The Rock, his powers, but it's like then he becomes like Black Adam because like he wasn't chosen. But then they also establish that like Shazam can just like give anybody powers, and they can just like get taken away, and then if they like touch the staff, there's like a whole MacGuffin thing where they're like getting their powers taken away and falling and getting tossed the staff, and they get the powers and they're like yes, and then fucking like fly away again. So it's like, how do you establish that like 7 people can be Shazam? But in your Black Adam movie, it was like he's cursed because his like kid was dying and had to be Shazam. Like, what? Like, I'm.
It sounds way worse than Black Adam.
Well,
that's way more.
It's funnier than Black Adam for sure.
Right.
It's way more of a comedy, and it's a really good sequel
funny,
to the
would
first
it have been
one.
Good, though?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's the problem.
No. Yeah. I want like a Taika Shazam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Or like a Green Lantern, from Taika. Like something, just give him a DC thing. You know what I mean? So it's like funny. Yeah.
Why he can run it instead of James Gunn? All right. So and you said a 6.
6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is a good sequel to the first one, and I do like Shazam. So, and Zachary Levi's funny in it. But yeah.
All right.
They really didn't
Well,
use
there you
the kids a lot.
Yeah, they're getting too old.
Yeah, they're getting too old. Yeah, way too old. Because they like show them, and they're like babies in the first one. It's like if Stranger Things didn't wait. Or didn't like, or did wait. You know
even
what I mean?
longer, yeah.
To like make even season 2. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, so go see it. You don't go see it in theaters. You don't have to.
Wait, it'll be on HBO Max.
It'll be on HBO
probably
Max
next
in
week.
like a month. Yeah, that's what I was typing. I posted on Reddit, and some people were saying like, yeah, it's not bad, but like, and I go, yeah, well, you can catch it on HBO Max in 2 days. Yeah, next week? Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right, everybody.
Shazam.
Oh. Stay
They
course.
seem like they're finally.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's see what happens.
You got Guardians coming out in a month.
Yeah, and he's probably
Hold the line.
He's probably the end credit scene on there.
Probably.
It's probably a huge linchpin for that movie, and
Probably.
they're like, oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, the main bad guy takes a mask off and it's Jonathan Majors.
Wait, I can, you know what I mean? Like, I can hear the reviews now, like, why Guardians was definitely the best so far from Phase 4 and 5. Though Disney still has the Jonathan Majors problem. I can already see the reviews.
I'm gonna end
A
the
major
video,
problem. I knew where you were going, you dick.